But yeah, we've got TT versus RCD to get things started. This is for a qualification to the actual tournament itself. If you win this, you're into the European Invitational. If you lose, then you're not in. It would have been funny if I started with bots. That would be totally like my stream and how we usually do things. Are they waiting for me to say go? Maybe they are. I'll tell them to go. There we go. Not one seems. I didn't even tell them what color to go, but they're so smart that they chose the right colors. Incredible. Well done by RCD and Triple Trouble here. Hey, FairJame, that's a 38-month tier 1 as well. That's insane. Wait, I think you just see a 37-month like the other day. How's that already 38? A nice little solo play there off the kickoff by Stake. Bit of an aggressive and all-in kickoff by Triple Trouble. They were all in the center of the field. Of course, Bluey did miss the ball, but there was no backup plan there. And if they're going to make risks like that on kickoff, they might be punished at any given moment. Let's see if RCD can back up I think the highest seeding going into this tournament, if I'm not mistaken. I should know that. I did seed this. But Triple Trouble have come in today as the 5th seed because they've been struggling in RS recently. But we all know what they can do. They've been a very consistent part of the RLRS scene and the bubble scene in Europe for the longest time now. And they've got Bluey on their team, who's got tons of experience. And we're going to see if that is going to help them out today in a bit more of a brutal format than what they're used to playing. Thank you as well to Halberg X for the 5-month Prime and Joel Warsham for the tier 1. If you're wondering why I don't have alerts making noises today, it's because that's how we're going to be doing alerts for the actual stream matches of the European Invitational. I want to see if this demo gets hit. Nah, no demo, unfortunate. And I'll probably be just doing shoutouts between games. But yeah, today is a bit unique. There's not going to be very big gaps between these games and between these matches because the quicker we can get them going, the more we can actually watch on stream. So yeah, apologies if you feel more neglected than usual with the alerts. That's a great pass forward by TT. I think it was Rick's Ronde getting on the end of that one. The double touch will get the ball clear for Toxo. Zamu doing some work in defense. RCD are looking pretty tidy in the midfield. Not many double commits, if any at all. That's the sort of positioning that you expect out of a team who are doing as well as they are right now. But yeah, I won't lie to you guys, I've not seen a lot of RCD Espanyol play. I've not seen a lot of their games. So this is a bit of a learning experience for me to see what they're going to be getting up to. I've seen Stake and Zamu play. I think I've streamed them before. Yeah, Triple Trouble, we're all quite familiar with those guys. What's Qualifiers for? It's for the European Invitational, which is a $20,000 tournament that I'm running on my stream for the entire month of March. In fact, it kicks off tomorrow. I'm going to be tweeting that out after this one. Once we have the full lineup confirmed, I can tweet out the tournament details. But it's going to be every single Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the month of March. We're going to have matches in all those days. Quite a lot of matches, actually. I don't think there's been any other games to report off stream for now. Let me just check and see if there's any other results to report to you guys. Elsewhere, we do have... I think Weedham Girls are still finishing off their match with... yeah, they are. Weedham Girls are still finishing off their match with RJM. The winner of that will go on to play Team BDS in a qualification match. We also still have NLE versus Servette in the lower bracket. Oh no, sorry, that's not true. We have Solary versus Baguette Squad in the lower bracket. Winner of that will play Servette. And NLE are waiting for the loser of RJM WDG. So there's quite a lot going on right now. If any results come in, I will let you know. Can we get a bracket command? Yeah, I can link one of those to you. Here, I'm going to link the bracket in chat right now. And if one of the mods can make a command out of that, that would be fantastic. That's the link to the bracket there. Thought I already had that, but my mistake. Bit of an impromptu stream today. Like I said, I didn't know how many of these matches, if any at all, I would be able to stream. But so far the qualifiers have been running really smooth. All the teams have been on time. and we have had no technical difficulties, and we've had a lot of 3-0s, so it's moving along very nicely, very quickly. It's funny that when I'm streaming a match, of course, the neutral spectator in me wants the game to go to Game 5 or Game 7 if that's how long the series is, but the admin version of me wants everything to just be 3-0. Oh, that's just a goal by Samu. What happened to the defense here for Triple Trouble? That is a disaster. We had a lot of people back, but it looks like Temple just didn't see that last touch coming, and Bluey ran out of boost on the goal line. Samu with a bit of a solo effort there to go 2-1 ahead. TT should auto-qual. They're by far the best team in best RLRS team in EU. Well, none of the RLRS teams auto-qualified. They're all in this qualifier. But you know, based on their current records, TT are not the team to beat at the moment. They're definitely one of the best teams in RLRS EU. But they've got a lot to prove. The new roster with Bluey hasn't been having as much success as they did in previous seasons. This is, in my opinion, the team to beat right now, RCD. They are looking very strong against all the competition. Already having a win against second seed Weedham Girls. That's a great pass in field though. Maybe a chance late in the game for Triple Trouble here. It's going to go grounded, the looks of things. Yes, it is. And that means that RCD take a 1-0 lead in the series. I just realized that the chat is getting boxed out here. I'm going to have to turn that off. There we go. Disabled. No need for that. I'll save a replay here. We'll get into the next game. I do have another result for you guys. Solary have eliminated Baguette Squad from the tournament in the lower bracket. Yeah, RCD 1-0 against Triple Trouble. Good start. Are all the RLCS teams already in? Yes, they are. It's such a sick idea. I'm glad you think so, man. I was working with in Civic on this, who a lot of you guys will know. You know, big shout out to him for initially coming up with the concepts. We decided on this format because it would give the most possible games. So, yeah, rip to me, I suppose. I'm going to have a lot of work to do, but that's, you know, a chosen punishment. And it's a fun one, so let's get into it. Game number 2, that's not a bad pass, but it's off target for the shot. Triple Trouble haven't been all that inspiring with their team play so far. Oh, that's one of the best passes we've seen all day, but it's going the wrong way for TT, who are still not able to keep up with RCD in this matchup. RCD have got some very sneaky mechanics, weaving in double touches and flip resets to their midfield possession plays just to keep the ball moving. Look at the speed of Zamu as he centers the ball. Fortunately, Bluey is quick up in the air. Little momentary double commit for RCD in defense, but it's a pretty safe one. Two players landing on opposite sides of the ball. This is a chance for Triple Trouble now. Bluey misses it as it comes off the backboard. Shot by Rix is extremely uninspiring. And now we've got counter-attack from RCD. Okay, we've got another result actually to report to you guys. So Weedham Girls, they had a proper struggle in their match against RJM, but they did get the win. So Weedham Girls have advanced to face BDS in the other winners round qualification match, and RJM have dropped down. They'll play against NLE in their next round. Let me just inform them what's happening next on their play. Because they might not be aware. I don't know if they're all watching the stream or not. Yeah, those matches can just happen. Those matches are just going to happen off stream. The Servette versus Solary and the RJM versus NLE ones. I'm going to ask Weedham Girls and BDS if they do want to play on stream. If they don't want to, then I'm not going to make them. Because if they just want to keep the tournament moving along, that is totally fine with me. Yeah, it's up to Weedham Girls and BDS if they want to wait for this match to be over, or if they want to just get on with their next match. Entirely up to them. That's a nice little play by Tadpole, or by rather Rix, to set up Tadpole here. He really controlled that 50-50 in their favor. How much work was it to get this approved by Sonics? I didn't do any of that, actually. I've just been working on the logistical side. You know, reaching out to the teams, making sure that the format and everything is ready to go, and now, of course, the stream and the broadcast and everything. But, you know, Civic is who is working with Psionics and approval and everything like that. Yeah, shout out to him again. He's insane. Oh, almost a nice read there. This Triple Trouble are doing a lot better in game 2 than they did in the first game. All the time he's causing problems again. He just finds a way through. But the double commit Toxic Stick relieves the pressure momentarily. Luke Angel's actually 2-year tier 1. That's insane, man. Like I said earlier, guys, Brian is turned off, and he will be turned off for all the stream matches of this tournament, for reasons that I'm sure you guys will probably understand. Thank you to Nth James for the 5-month prime, Octavius RL for the 19-month prime, I'm Crossing for the 3-month prime, Frank UK for the 38-month tier 1, Hiroshi for the 250 bits, and Dr. Duty Pants for the brand new prime. I really appreciate you guys. And as well, Charlie Watson just now in the 5-month prime. Thank you guys so much. A reminder for anybody who just tuned in, this is a qualification match to the European Invitational. You win, you're in. Great bump. And that great follow-up as well. Oh, it's bounced away from Zamu, but there's still more pressure coming in. Steak and Tox trying to get on the right end of the ball here. Tox smashes it across. Steak is waiting for it. And that was a big let-off. They'll feel like they should have scored. Triple Trouble. Don't have a lot of boosts in defense. They're struggling to get the ball clear. The centers from RCD are dangerous. Nice half flip recovery by Steak as Triple Trouble do finally get the ball out of their half. Steak air dribbles over one, dunks it over to second. Tadpole's alone at the back. His clear doesn't go too far, but it does go into the ground. That's going to make an equalizer in the series. Much needed for Triple Trouble. They needed to halt this RCD momentum as soon as possible, and they've done so. No, I don't think BDS versus Weedham Girls has started yet. Okay, yeah. BDS versus Weedham Girls is happening right now off stream as well. Okay, that's fine. Awesome. So we're making some good progress here. Getting stuff done. Let me just sip my coffee. Nate the Great 420, thanks to the Prime sub, and also to Black Soul Gargle, the 33-month Prime. This is the chance now for Triple Trouble to assert their authority in the series. Rick's looking for Blue downfield, who was not on the same page. He was running ahead for a bump on a goalkeeper. And Triple Trouble definitely a team with a lot of potential when they do get some more experience playing together. I'm sure they can start to improve even more. Steak under pressure, Rick's with the punish. I think that was a bit greedy by Steak. He tried to kind of no-look pop the ball over his shoulder. He really has to just play that one more safely, just get a more solid touch into the corner instead of the glancing blow that he was going for, because the risk going for that exact play so dangerous. Now Triple Trouble got some momentum on their side. Chuck on that, thanks to the tier 3 and the 19-month in a row. That is insane. Really appreciate that, man. You've got 14 tier 3s. What on earth have you done 14 tier 3s for? That might be the most either you or Vacanis, I think. Triple Trouble's passing significantly improving as the series continues onwards. Zamu's been a standout player though for RCD. Every time he gets the ball, he looks dangerous. Triple Trouble don't really know how to dispossess him safely. Luckily, that one falls right into Bluey. Steak gets a double to put it past him. Rick's alone at the back. His Tox 50ing it into the middle. Bluey's decided to play that one across. Luckily, nobody was at the back post for RCD. Look at the passing plays from RCD though. It's well covered by Bluey at the top corner. But once again, RCD are relentless in offense. They're really difficult to get out of this spot when they advance this far forward. And they've done a good job, even in the game they lost, keeping the ball in the Triple Trouble half for extended periods of time. It's not letting Triple Trouble out of their end. It looks like they are the faster of the two teams. Triple Trouble have got to try control the pace of this game. They need to try and slow it down, because the way that it's going right now, RCD are looking confident. Triple Trouble, you know, they snagged the game in the middle there, but look at RCD. This is just brutal to watch. There's just no way getting rid of the ball, it would seem. It's constantly in front of the Triple Trouble goal. That's the crossbar and the post coming into effect there. Back to back. Triple Trouble on the brink here. But they're still tied up in game number 3, still tied up in the series. There is no doubt. RCD are playing a faster match. They're playing a much faster series. They look impressive while doing it. One mistake in defense gave Triple Trouble the lead. Since then it's been all RCD. Will Triple Trouble be able to capitalize on another defensive misplay? If they can, maybe they can steal this game as well. In this format, that's all that matters. You just need to get the one win and you're through. Like I said before, if you are, you know, a fan of the team who ends up losing a series, don't panic too much. So they will actually have 2 more chances to qualify, once in lower bracket and then once in the tiebreaker. Oh, there really could have been a bump onto the goalkeeper there, but looked like it was given up on. Tadpole is able to escape. Triple Trouble getting some breathing room. Are they going to be able to force another misplay out of RCD? Like a lot of the, you know, newer teams recently, RCD are incredible in offense, but there's no doubt that their defense is not playing on quite the same level, I believe, from a position we've seen him score from many times in the past. We've shown a lot of respect there by Zamu, backing off all the way. He's been the player to watch so far. Zamu really giving it his best go here. Let me just type something off stream, guys. I've got to confirm a question with Weedham Girls. Alright. Oh, just I look back. What happened here? I'm not going to lie, I was looking at my other monitor doing some admin. Okay, so it's just a 50-50 and a big bump by Bluey. That is how you steal a game. Just one big play in offense. Triple Trouble are back in front, hanging on by the skin of their teeth for most of this one. And now with 50 seconds left, they're the team who leads. Are they going to really get 2 wins in a row here? Zamu wants to make a run down the left-hand side. He's cutting across here. The pass did go to the right. That's not going to be too difficult for Triple Trouble to manage. We approach the final 30 seconds now. Bluey out of the game. Ricks also. We really need to be careful here. It's Tadpole alone at the back. He's done well to clear Tox's shot. Zamu, with an uncharacteristic miss, will give another chance to Triple Trouble. And Ricks Rondes somehow managed to redirect this one on target. It looked like it was on to begin with, but it was being saved. That's a great little play by Ricks. He slowed down the shot, and he's bumped a goalkeeper at the same time. And surely now, this is going to be Triple Trouble's game and Triple Trouble's series to lose. It really has been a great showing from them in, you know, coming back from adversity, coming back from tons of pressure on them. RCD for most of the series have had the ball in and around the Triple Trouble goal line, but it's not been too much of an issue for Triple Trouble. Even though the ball's been on their goal line, hitting their post, hitting the crossbar, they've managed to just stay focused on the task ahead. They've even got another goal at the end here. It's bounced in off an RCD player. No, it would have been that would have been a horrendous way for RCD to lose this game, but luckily for them, it was already long gone. That goal didn't matter, but the next one might. Game 4 is going to start with Triple Trouble in front. All the matches on the very right hand side of the upper and lower bracket are qualification rounds. So this one here at the very top right, whoever wins it is in. I just turned off this. I need that. I need to be able to see. This is it now. This is where all that experience that Triple Trouble have on their team is going to pay dividends. And lots of questions being asked of RCD. Yes, they are the team to beat in Rival Series at the moment, but in a playoff environment, in an elimination format, are they as strong against top tier competition? They've struggled defensively, at least compared to their opponents, Triple Trouble, who have been under way more pressure than they have, and still been able to deal with it just fine. What is TEI? It's the European Invitational. Just go look at I tweeted it out recently. You'll be able to see what it is. After today, we're going to know who all the participating teams are going to be, so I can give you a much more detailed description. But right now, it's just all the RLCS teams, SRG from the Middle East, and 5 RLCS teams, 5 RLRS teams are going to qualify today to join them. Tox getting a couple key touches there, but it's gone to Bluey, the back post anyway. That was dangerous. Tox really got his team in trouble with his initial clear being so poor straight down the middle. Triple Trouble player, he almost mopped up his own mess with a couple of key blocks. He needs to be careful with that. Well, that's just crept in though. Stake for the second goal of the game. And it's Triple Trouble low boost in defense, not for the first time today, except instead of a post coming to the rescue, like it did for most of Game 3, now the shot just rolled in. I've got no score updates from the other 3 off-stream matches just yet, guys. Who's the sponsor? And Civic's putting up the prize pool for this one. It was his idea to run this tournament. He reached out to me, and I said I would be glad to help to do all of the, contacting teams and broadcasting it and everything. Yeah, it was his idea. He's the one who wanted to run a big invitational, big prize pool for SRG and all of the best teams in Europe, which I'm all for. I think this is fantastic, and massive shout out to him. He's done so much for the Rocket League community already, but he just keeps on delivering. Really, really nice guy. Great passion for the game and for the Middle Eastern scene especially. Some nice passing by TT, but they didn't have a 4th player following at the back, and that's often a problem in 3v3. Oh, where's the 4th player? Come on. If only we had a 4th player, that would have been a great pass. What did Civic do? I don't know, man. I don't, ask personal questions like this. Alright, Tox doesn't have a lot of boost here. He just put the shot on target slowly. Tadpole guides it wide. This is really difficult now for TT. They can't just steal a goal. They can't just sit back and wait for one golden opportunity to arrive. They really need to press the issue here, and it's not working out. Look at this pass in field by Stake. Half blind towards Tox in the middle, who sent it top shelf in underneath the bar. Great stuff from RCD. Credit to them. They're wondering, would they be able to come back when everything's going wrong for them? Their game plans seem to be working just fine. Their play style seemed to be quite a good match for Triple Trouble, but it wasn't working. The scoreline didn't suggest that. But they've just stuck to the same plan, which is exactly what I think they should have done coming into this, because the game plan wasn't the issue, the play style wasn't the issue, the individual talent certainly wasn't the issue. It was just that execution that was letting them down. They kept on hitting the post with their key opportunities. This game they've been clinical, and if they can keep that up, they are, I think, the favourites to win this one. Triple Trouble have been able to deal with the pressure a lot better than they have, but they're still struggling to create at the other end of the field. There have been a couple of moments of brilliance, but apart from that, there's just not that same level of pressure on RCD as there has been on Triple Trouble every time the ball's in their half. That was a big chance, but it was missed by Tadpole. He had to thread the needle there past multiple orange cars. Oh, it's almost bounced in. In fact, it has bounced in. A couple of RCD members coming together here. Look at this, Samu off the ceiling. He's actually shot that one on target off Stake's pass. Point blank range. That's outrageous. What a read by Zamu. It's been man of the match for me so far. I don't know how much he knew about that one, but it did look, somewhat intentional with the way he was moving in for it. I wouldn't call it completely calculated, but I would say maybe 50-50, maybe 60-40. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Exceptional play by RCD once again. Triple Trouble will have to make a change here, and they don't have a lot of time to figure out what they're going to do differently. I mean, are they just going to go into Game 5 and hope that RCD mess up in defense? Or are they going to step up their own game? Are they going to try and play quicker? You know, alternatively, are they going to just park the bus and frustrate RCD until they can hit them on the counter? I honestly, as stupid as it sounds, I think that might be the best idea at this point. Because RCD have been quicker, they've been more mechanically impressive today. So your best win condition if you're Triple Trouble, in my opinion, is just to try and bait them in. Just get behind the ball in defense and see how many RCD members fly at you and take themselves out of the game. Yeah, it's TEI, not TEL. Invitational, not Linvitational. Yeah, there. Oh, perfect. Yeah, exclamation mark TEI. Thank you. That's a great little summary there. Great little summary of what's happening. But hey, neutral spectator Johnny Boy is delighted. We've got a 2-2 score between RCD and TT. Now we really get to see who deserves the first qualification spot from the RLRS into TEI. Who do you guys have winning this one? R for RCD, T for Triple Trouble. Get your votes in the chat. I've got to go with R, personally. I've got to go with R. They really looked so clinical in that last match. Triple Trouble have got a big problem now. But hey, Triple Trouble, they look like they know how to park the bus. It's just a matter of how big the bus they're going to park is. Let's see if they can find a wide load triple decker, stick it on the goal line, and see what happens. Bucknasty88, thanks to the 14-month tier 1, mate. Also Fox Knives, thanks to the 13-month prime. Welcome back. So far, not much happening at either end of the field. It's tentative beginnings. A little warning shot sent there by Stake, and he takes Bluey out of the game immediately afterwards as well. That's a cracking shot close to the ceiling height by Stake, followed by a boost steal. Notice how he's following up every single offensive play with a little bit more pressure. Whether it's a demo, whether it's a boost steal, this is what RCD have been able to do better than Triple Trouble all day today. That's what's amounting to insane pressure. It never seems to stop. Tox takes the first touch. He's going straight down the middle here at Tadpole. Didn't have much of an angle to work with, and there was nobody running ahead to demo the goalkeeper. Tadpole flicks it over Tox, showing him what maybe he should have done in the previous offensive play. It's really dangerous. Anytime Triple Trouble make a play with insufficient vision, they're taking a big risk, because you can just bet your house that they're going to get beaten to the ball by somebody that they can't see. RCD have just been the quicker team today. They've been way too fast for Triple Trouble at times. A couple of defensive misplays from them, and a couple of composed finishes from Triple Trouble have kept this series close. This is a chance now for RCD. Tox decides to go for the 50. Safe approach instead of trying to go for a risky infield pass. Definitely like that option by him. He's had chances in this last game. None of them have amounted to much for RCD just yet. Mistake accidentally landing on Zamu's ball. Tox with a fake challenge, follows it up with a real one and a boost steal. Stake comes out on top of a midfield 50-50. Zamu a little bit too far ahead of the ball there. Now a chance for Triple Trouble to get out of their half. It's, a big boost grab at midfield by Tadpole there, but he's taken out the equation immediately. And so far so good for RCD. That's a brilliant pass. Zamu slams it on target. Tadpole was there with a save. Tadpole tries to make a solo play happen. That's not a bad effort, actually. He had RCD scrambling. Tense finishing game. It's a worthy game 5 so far. We haven't had any huge defensive misplays by RCD. Oh, Bluey tries to go all the way himself. Reset didn't land. Or if it did, he couldn't follow up with it. Anything special. Tadpole. A bit more of a clear than a centre ball, but at least he's got RCD scrambling in defense. This is something they haven't been able to do much today. Zamu, the pile driver clear towards the triple trouble goal. Gives his team a breather. Scoreless game 5. Winner moves on into the European Invitational. Loser into the lower bracket, and it's almost a shot by Tadpole that opens the scoring for them. Infield towards Tadpole. It's well read by Triple Trouble. Fortunately for RCD, that shot wasn't too threatening. They've got to be careful not to run into any interceptions from TT, who have had a much better game this time around, getting the ball clear. Zamu thinks about going up for this one. In fact, he does, and there's no challenge. He took his sweet time with this one. It felt like Bluey or someone from Triple Trouble would be there, but Bluey's just in the worst position in the world, and he's caught mid-dodge as the slow shot comes on target. It all went wrong for him there. He was facing the ball when he should have been facing away from it, and then he was turning to face it when he should be running back. It all had to be extremely different for Triple Trouble there, and it looks like RCD are going to use that as a springboard to even more success. Steak passes it to himself in the corner, and then he lays it up to Zamu in the middle. Brilliant assist. They are just 1 minute and 9 seconds away from qualification now. Straight in through winners, no blips on the radar. Zamu again, this time going for the double touch. He's hit the ball way too high, but Steak able to find him in the back corner. Talks with a bit of a risky move forward there. Does get the ball wide. You know, the power clears for RCD have done work today. That's one of the other reasons why they've just not been under pressure for too long at any given time. They just slam the ball one end of the field to the other, and then Triple Trouble have to start again from their own half. And the counter-attacks haven't been there today. They've not had, you know, much threat on the counter. At least not enough to stop RCD from playing all the way up the field like they are. Bluey tries to find Ricks. He gets him, but the last pass gets shut down by Steak. 17 seconds left now. Triple Trouble did well in this series. They showed that they're definitely, I think, favourites to make it in through lower bracket. I would certainly be surprised if they lose their next 2 series playing as well as they did in this one. But they just didn't have the tools mechanically to match RCD and what RCD were able to do. Really well played. From 2-1 down to take the series, RCD advance straight into the European Invitational. They've done it. That's a qualification match, and they are in.